Good evening, YouTube. Hardball Crazy, come back to the video. Today I got a little bit of a hodgepodge of video for you. I got a Epiphany, something that I just realized. I got a card in the mail this past week that's um, I was a winner of. I predicted correctly, and I got three cards in today. Two from the 1940s. Haven't had much buying much vintage lately because I haven't really found some cards I've really been looking for in my price range or price range I'm willing to buy. And I got a 90s card too. But let's first start with my Epiphany. So yesterday, the 2000 Tops released a design for 2023 Tops, which I think is overall pretty good. I like his borders, his uniqueness to it. The cards from like 19 mid 2010s, late 2010s, all kind of flooded together and look the same. So you really have to like, okay, what year is this? Not distinctive like some cards that we grew up with, the 80s and stuff. It's very distinctive. We know which year is which because the design's so much different. But I was hoping for borders. We got borders, but I hoping for like colored borders, like team matched colored borders to go with it, sort of add some coolness to it. But once again, it's a white bland border, white um, uh, stock border and stock. So yeah, whatever. But it got uniqueness. I can live with it. Then later that afternoon, thinking about it, and it dawned on me. It hit me. I had an epiphany. You know, White Tops has white borders dating back to what last 10 years or so, and probably the same reason Papini has the gray borders in pretty much every year too, is the white borders are there for the colored parallels. We got the white base, and if we wanted to say we wanted to also base tops society, let's do a black borders, aka 1971 tops, or something like that. Guess what? Are they going to do they can eliminate the black parallel because of that? Nope. What if they want to do a color match or some color matching, uniform matching with the teams? Say we have blue borders or mostly blue borders with the Dodgers and mostly red borders with the Red Sox, Cardinals, or Reds or whatnot. Does that mean they're going to eliminate some of the colored blue parallels and red parallels? Probably not. They don't want to eliminate a moneymaker. It's just anything. So Tops keeps the white borders. Expect white borders in the future in order to keep all the colored parallels and other crazy parallels intact and distinctive. That's my little epiphany, and the more I think about it, the more I think I'm right. Anyways, on something else. Winner, home run challenge winner, dinner. I predicted. I haven't done one. I pulled a few packs the last couple years. I think I looked according to Top's website. Last one I tried and it was 2018ish or so, and I pulled a home run challenge card on the first series, Top Series 1, and I predicted a winner. This year, you double down. If the home run goes over 425 feet, you'll get a specially low numbered one or something like that. And I doubled down, and I predicted correctly. Whenever I pick a National League player, I always pick a home run to see where they challenge in when they play in Colorado. I always go there or Cincinnati with the American small ballpark. Usually I pick there, and I picked it was like a 436-foot shot, I think it was. And Manny Machado hit a home run that night for me. So I have this Manny Machado home run challenge winner card, which kind of cool looking card, kind of matches his uniform a little bit, and it's numbered 63 out of 63. I'm not sure what the numbering means to that. There were 63 winners of this card. I don't think that many people predicted that. No clue. Does that have a number of, I don't know. I don't know why they picked 63. Does anybody else know? But I'm a first-time winner of the Home Run Challenge. I'm very glad to add this Manny Machado card to my collection. I won something for once. And here it is. On today's mail day, I got two cards for one buyer. I didn't realize the buyer I had the same buyer, but the shipping was for free on one and $1.99 the other, so it'd be in combined shipping anyways. And the second card is a card from the 90s I once had, and I was looking to get back again. I believe this is his first finest card. 95 finest Derek Jeter. Can't go wrong with Jeter cards in the mid 90s, late 90s, or any Jeter card from his playing days. And this is his first finest card, I believe. I think I once had this card back in 95, pulling out of a pack or something rather, but long ago I got rid of it, so I back and obtained this card again with the protective seal that was annoying at the time. It's still annoying, but I'll keep it as is. Starting to Hulk, get that kind of terrible printing hulking a little bit, but that's what the mid-90s Chrome and Finest was all about. But there's Jeter, add the Jeter card to my collection. I think I have about 70 or 80 Jeter cards now. All right, today's mail day. A couple vintage cards. Got my first Bond Bread from 1947. I'm surprised that I thought it was a bigger card, the size of actually a loaf of bread, but they're pretty much close to the same standard card from playing days. And this is a round corner version. I only buy the round corner ones because part of my baseball card collecting MO, philosophy, buying habits is I only, as much as I can, obviously with autos, relics, a few Negro Leaguers. 99% of my collection are playing day cards. I do not collect post-playing day cards except for those exceptions, and a few other minor cards here and there I might pick up I enjoy, but as a whole I do not collect playing days post-playing days cards. And with the Bond Breads, ones with the square cornered ones, we're not sure exactly when they're released. Maybe back in the 47, maybe back in the 50s. There, I guess, was a warehouse find in the 80s, and we don't know exactly, but we know for sure that the brown corners were actually in 47 with the bread. So I picked up this one, my first Bond Bread card, and name is Vern Stevens. He's probably the first power hitting shortstop in baseball history. Middle of the order shortstop. Several All-Star games, like 5, 6, 7 All-Star games, I don't know the exact number. His rookie cards are 49 Bowman with the Red Sox. But he became a star prior to that with the St. Louis Browns. And since there was a huge gap in main sets from 1941 play ball to 1948 Bowman, huge gap between there. There isn't any really cards in it with the St. Louis Browns. So there's 47 Bond Bread, and there's a 47 tip-top bread with the St. Louis Browns. I think that's his earliest cards. I think there's an exhibit cards from 47 to 66. I believe there's a Browns card and the Red Sox, the same pose, just variations of team. But this is basically a pre-rookie card of Vern Stevens. A nice looking Bond Bread card, a nice action photo from the 40s. The first slugging shortstop. And speaking of the gap in 41 through 48, of course, most of the big portion of that gap was due to World War II, and no issue cards were issued in World War II except for those 1943 MP and Company sets. You know, those hand-drawn, very non-pretty sets. It's pretty ugly. Those are only cards. This is one other collectible from that era. I've been looking for this collectible. It's actually a stamp for the longest time to add to my Hall of Fame PC. It kind of completes or fills in a huge part of the PC. It says 1944 Yankees stamps, Joe Gordon. There's a commemorative 43. The New York Yankees won the World Series. They came out with a commemorative stamp set. I think they mostly came in sheets, and they were not designed for postal service, but they're more designed for a poster. and to be affixed to a big poster at the bottom. It said 1943 World Series champions, and you stick the stamps on to the poster where the players belong, and I think for all the championship uh, members of the team from 43. Being in the middle of World War II, one big player was missing because he was not part of the championship team. That was Joe DiMaggio, so he's not in the set. Joe Gordon, Hall of Famer here, Joe Gordon. Hall of Famer Bill Dickey, who was towards the end of his career, was in the set. Hall of Fame manager Joe McCarthy was in the set. And Earl Combs, Hall of Famer, who was a coach at the time, is in the set. So there's your Hall of Famers in the set. Other star players, Yankee legends you may know of, is in the set. It's Bud Chandler, former MVP pitcher. Charlie King Kong Keller's in the set. Frank Crissetti's in the set. There's a few other notable names, but those are the name highlights. And Joe Gordon here. This is my first Joe Gordon card as a Yankee. I have his 1950 Bowman card as an Indian, but he's known as a Yankee. I think he got inducted in the Hall of Fame as a Yankee. And this kind of completes, I think, everybody who played for the Hall of Fame, who played for the Yankees, I have a card of dating back to the mid-40s now, I think. Paul Wainer, I think, played in his career with the Yankees around this time of the year. But he doesn't have any cards as a Yankee. I'm missing Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig, obviously. But for every Yankee Hall of Famer, I think I have a card of him as a Yankee, player-wise, from pretty much from the Murderers Row to present, except for Ruth and Gehrig, and some maybe a few players like Paul Wainer, Burley Grimes, a couple others, top I can't think of, but who maybe play with the Yankees but does not have cards, playing days cards as a Yankee. I will do a Yankee Hall of Fame showcase here, I think, within the next week or so. But this kind of completes my Joe Gordon, my Yankee Hall of Fame run, modern run, I guess, vintage to modern run. And I'll show you that in more future. So I'm very happy to add Joe Gordon to my collection. Very happy to add two 1940s, I don't know, say gap year main collections in my PC. My first 47 Bond Bread, my first 44 Yankees stamps. I have a 47 Tip Top card. There isn't much cards available between 41 play ball / 41 double play to 48 Bowman. So adding a few of those years in my collection. I'm very happy about. And there you have it. That's my video. And I just very happy, very pleased. I just make an announcement here that I just picked up a card today, just like within the last hour or so on eBay. Hopefully I'll get it within a few days soon. It's an obscure yet historic player in baseball history. Barely even played in the major leagues, but very historic. And very happy to add him to my collection. But I talked too long, and thank you for watching. Y'all have a good night.